Training Programs is a new area added to the Z model, and there is a tab on the SNC tab for individuals and also on the team. When you add a training program, you get the ability to copy from an existing program or create from scratch. You can categorize by entering a title and a phase. If the program is for an individual, the results from their latest movement competency test will show below, with orange and red indicating any problem areas that the user should be aware of. The program represents the exercises that the athlete should perform at the gym. It's for a given day of the week, in this case Saturday, and is for the next 1 to 4 weeks, depending on the value that is selected here. And there are also 1 to 15 sets which can be defined. This is the number of times an exercise is repeated with a small pause in between. You add the exercises by selecting the name. You can also search by using these criteria. In this case, I'll select the foam roller exercise and then move on to the main training session. Some of the exercises have a video clip attached, which can be viewed if the user has the correct software by clicking on the preview button. This is how the exercise should be performed if it's being done correctly. The number of rows that will show when an exercise is selected is defined where the exercises themselves are defined, which we will cover later. In this case, there are 3 rows. It's possible to show 1 to 3 rows. The user can also change this by double-clicking to expand or shrink on this top level row where the exercise is defined, or on one of the lower rows that will remove that row itself. A value is entered into this column and is copied across to the rest of the columns. This defines, in this case, how many minutes will be spent on the foam roller. In other cases, it will be how many repetitions are done, how many kilograms weights are associated with the exercise, and the intensity that they train at. The user can also change these units if they wish. So this means that the user will do 4 minutes on the roller, followed by 8 sets of 50 repetitions of the farmer's walk, then 10 of the walking lunge, and so on. The next Saturday they might do a slightly different program. They might use higher weights and a higher intensity, for example. The user can also enter the power model and a band. There are different coloured bands which help change the intensity of the exercise. They can also change the order if they wish. An attempt is made to set the order based on the exercise that was selected, with the number with no numeric indicating the new category. An exercise can only be added if we're on the row which defines the exercise, this top row. Likewise, it can only be deleted if on the top row. When the user has finished entering all of the exercises, they can print it, and the athlete can take a paper copy to the gym. They can also copy the program to a team or to selected members of a team. This will mean that the whole team is using the same program, and it then may be tailored for a particular individual if they have an injury or need to do some extra training in some area. In the S&C pick lists area, there are some new pick lists which define these exercises. The exercises themselves are defined in the exercise names top level folder. There is a drag and drop option to put a video clip on. If the exercise has category selected, this will mean that it affects the ordering. A new number will be selected when this exercise is picked. And the number of rows that will show for the exercise is set here, along with different items to categorise it, the category and pattern which is used in the search criteria. We also see the default units that will show when the exercise is selected. If test is selected, this exercise will be available in the strength testing pick list, strength testing tab.